To begin our Sunrise Smart Start this Tuesday, and new this morning, a family of 4 who lost their home after a fire over the weekend. They now turn to this community looking for support.
This is the scene from Wright Road in Henrietta Saturday, Rochester. Fire crews responded around 9:30 in the morning. 4 people are displaced as a result of the fire. Firefighters do tell us the family's pet did die in the fire and the house is unlivable. A family friend has set up a GoFundMe to help the family recover from the devastating fire. At last check, it's raised just over $19,000. You can find the link to the GoFundMe right now at rochesterfirst.com.
In the second week of his term, President Donald Trump maintains focus on immigration, touting the week's deportations while also speaking at a GOP House summit at his Doral Resort in Miami. Hundreds of undocumented migrants have already been arrested over just the last few days, and the White House has closed the door to hundreds of asylum seekers trying to come into the U.S. legally. There were scattered protests across the country yesterday demonstrating against the deportations. Now, on his way back from the event in Miami, the president did sign a handful of new executive orders relating to the military, including creating an Iron Dome for the U.S. similar to Israel's.
We will stop our service members from being indoctrinated with radical left ideology. We protect other countries, but we don't protect ourselves.
He also claimed victory in the thwarted trade war with Colombia after the White House has said that the country caved to demands and accept U.S. military deportation flights.
Now, here at home, local officials confirm federal immigration activity at several locations around Monroe County. Rochester is a designated sanctuary city, but the term is not legally binding. It generally signals supports are in place for those not currently documented. Federal immigration officer sightings within the Rochester area started Sunday.
I am aware of at least 3 now visits in the city of Rochester that are confirmed visits, home visits. I don't know what the details are, don't know what they entail other than they're going after very specific people in the community. And our understanding at this point in time is they are not people who are criminals.
I was made aware that there were ICE agents in the region yesterday, both in the city as well and in the county, but we have gotten no indication on what the outcome of those raids were.
We've reached out to immigration enforcement for more details, but have yet to receive a response.
The Rochester City School District warns students and families of a data breach that involves the students' management system, PowerSchool. RCSD did notify, then say that PowerSchool notified them and all of its users across the country of a cybersecurity incident in late December. There has been no indication of identity theft so far reported. Rochester district leaders further say that PowerSchool admitted nothing could have been done by individual districts to prevent this breach. We have more information about it as well as the potential impacts to students and staff in an article on rochesterfirst.com.
The New York State Senate has passed a number of bills meant to help people who are struggling to pay their utility bills. One measure would expand flexible payment plans to give families more options to manage their bills. Another would automatically enroll eligible New Yorkers into the Home Energy Assistance Program, also known as HEAP. The program was temporarily discontinued last week after it ran out of federal funding. Advocates say more people are in need of support this year.
The fact that this program, HEAP, has run out of money 2 months earlier than last year only validates that New Yorkers are struggling to meet their everyday basic needs.
The program reopened on Saturday after the state provided $35 million to keep it running. Leaders in the assembly have not said when they will take up the proposals.
Well, hey, we're looking ahead to something big and fun in the Rochester Jazz Fest. Now announcing another huge headliner for the summer. Acclaimed singer-songwriter Smokey Robinson will be performing June 20th. It's going to be the first time since 2009 that he will perform on the festival's opening night. Lee Jones, the Wood Brothers, and bassist singer-songwriter Thundercat also going to be part of this year's lineup. Everything you need to know about Jazz Fest is all in one place, rochesterfirst.com.
Let's take a final look at at the roads now for your morning commute. There's the view from our Greater Rock Sky Eye as we approach 7 a.m. Really one accident, major accident to look out for on the 390 South on Ridgeway Ave. That was reported a few minutes ago. 2 left lanes are blocked there. Otherwise, things are slow moving on 390, 490, and 590 as they should be with snow on the road.
Yeah, we did mention earlier this morning visibility was somewhat lower, but I like in that view, James, we're finally starting to see the first bits of light, and the snow is done for now, so hopefully folks will be safer out there.
Yeah, that's right. Brush your car off. You might have a little bit of snow on top of it. You want to make sure you get the top of your car, even though it is a little bit high up. It's important you don't want to blind the person behind you.
I'm too short to reach the top of my car.
Oh, man. So you just let it sit.
I brush it as much as I can, and then there's just this little triangle in the middle of where I can't reach.
All right. Well, you may have more snow to brush off tomorrow morning, as we've got snow in anticipation overnight. I think tomorrow morning just as slick as this morning, so be careful out there.
Awesome. Thanks for waking up with us, guys. Watching News 8 at Sunrise. Our next update in 30 minutes.
And have a great day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather.